Okay, welcome. This is Yogalates. So we're just gonna have two lighter weights, a ring, and a block. If you don't have the props, it's okay. We'll show modifications. So we're gonna start today with the soles of our feet together, interlacing your fingers right around your toes, and then wiggle yourself up so you come nice and high up toward those heels. And then just start butterflying your legs as you move your head around side to side. Just kind of loosening up. See how much your head wants to move. See how far back you can look behind you with trying to keep your spine straight and just keep fluttering out those legs, moving with the breath. Good. Just breathing through it. About 3 more deep breaths here. Gonna keep making those subtle movements along the way that feel good. And when you're ready, come back to neutral position. Slowly round your spine all the way down. I want you to round, just round it. And then lengthen it up. Think about you're doing like a cat-cow type position, round and arc through the spine. Rounding and arcing. Good, just a few more. Exhaling when you round, inhaling when you arc. Good, just one more. Rounding and arcing. And then cross your legs right out in front of you. Come forward as you come into a tabletop position. Find a nice flat tabletop back. And then we're gonna go back into these rounding and arcing movements through the cat-cow. So round and arc, just like we were doing when we were seated, but now you're in that tabletop position, moving through your spine. Try to exhale into the back and inhale into the belly. Keep making any little movements along the way that feel good. Just waking up those cerebral fluids, noticing any tension along the way. Good, and the next time that you round your spine, stay here, curl your toes, and press back into a downward facing dog. And just start walking your dog. Bring that chin into your chest. Gently shift side to side, taking your time as you move one side, other side. Just breathe through it. We have about 3 more deep breaths here. And then bring both legs in line with each other. Bend your knees. Try not to touch your legs to the ground. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round back down. Move back into that down dog. And you can shift side to side if you want to walk it a few times. And then go back into the bending the knees, hover off the ground, round your spine, and arc. And then back into your down dog. Breathe through this. Lowering down in that hovered table, round and arc, and down dog, walk the dog. About 5 more breaths here. Again, just warming up through that entire body. The hovering, the knees off the ground helps to add an extra layer of challenge through the quads, through the legs. And just make sure it feels nice and good for you. Trying to just move through your breath as you go. Really start feeling those cerebral fluids waking up, the breath. Good. 2 more deep breaths. As you move, keep moving through the breaths. And then shift all of your weight back. Those knees are hovered off the ground. Gaze forward and either step or jump all the way up towards your hands. Come into that forward fold position, slowly round up, vertebrae by vertebrae, till you come to a nice tall spine. Reach the arms up, take one wrist over to the side, look up to that side that you're holding onto the wrist, deep breath in. Exhale, take that other wrist, look up to the side, deep breath in, and then take both hands behind your head. Lean all the way back. Feet are in line with your hip bones, maybe slightly wider. Lean back. Breathe here. Keep your right hand behind your head. Take your left hand behind your low back. Low back with your fingers pointed downward and just lean back. Lean back into this. Open up, breathe. Good, 2 more deep breaths here. And on your exhalation, come back to the center, both hands back behind your head. Fold your elbows in towards your head and then lower your head down, chin into your chest. Stretch out. Should be feeling a nice stretch through your neck. You don't want to put too much weight onto your head. If you want to, you can kind of pull your head out of your spine. So it's not just going down, it's going out. Loosen up, breathe. Good, 1 more deep breath. On your exhalation, lean back again. This time, left hand stays behind your head. Right hand goes back behind that low back. And then push forward on that low back as you lean back into this. Good. 3 more deep breaths. On your exhalation, slowly bring it back to a nice straight spine. Interlace your fingers and then reach them all the way up. All the way up, lean back. Breathe into this, breathe into the heart center. Fingers interlace, stretch out even your hands. Good, 3 more deep breaths here. On the exhalation, swan dive your hands down. You're at the top of your mat, under your shoulders. Bend your knees and straighten. Bend and straighten through the legs. Bend and straighten. Just moving through the breath. Exhaling, bending down. Inhaling, straighten. Good, 3 more. Find that breath. Last one. Straighten and then step just your right foot back. Wiggle it as far back as you comfortably can. Find those weights, the lighter set of weights. We have these lighter weights, just really super light with that right leg all the way back. Lift up, reach the arms up. Deep breath in, exhale, lower down. Few more of these. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, lower down. If you don't want to use the weights, you don't have to. The weights are just gonna add a little bit added element of challenge. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. 2 more. Last one. Just take your weights to the side. Place both hands under your shoulders and step back in a plank line. I just want you to hold this plank line. Gaze forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades back together. Open up. In the serrated push-ups, squeeze and open. Squeeze and open. Just gaze either slightly in front of you, or you can look at the ground as you squeeze and open. 5 more. Squeeze and open. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step the right foot forward, or just make sure it's your other side. If you want to, grab onto those weights. And then we're inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, lowering down. Inhaling up. Exhaling, lowering down. Good, just move with that breath. Inhaling up. Exhaling, lowering down. 3 more. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. 3. 2. And 1. Let those weights go to the side of your mat. Step back into your plank line. We're back in the plank. Squeeze and open through the shoulders. Squeeze and open. If you need to, you can lower those knees to the ground. Squeezing and opening. It's going to be more challenging to have your knees off the ground. 5 more. Squeeze and open. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And 1. Find a tabletop position. Take your 1 weight behind your right leg, just 1 weight behind the right leg, and then find your ring. So just come into the center of your mat. We're gonna take that ring in our left hand, and then we have this weight under our right knee, behind our right knee. Stay here. Find a nice flat tabletop back. Extend that left arm and bring your right leg up. Just stay here for a moment, finding that balance. When you're ready, add a little bit of a pulse into that ring and up through the leg. As you do this, really draw your belly button up toward your spine. Feel a nice tight core and pulse it. Good. 10 more pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take the ring to your right side, over to your right arm. Left forearm is going to place onto your mat. You're still keeping your right leg up to the side, and take that ring out to the right. So you have ring in the right hand, right leg is going to start to circle. Circle through the hip. With that weight behind you, try to keep your hand onto that ring. If you needed to, you could take the ring away and just stabilize onto the ground. Good, keep circling through the hip on that right side. The ring is adding a little bit element of challenge here because you're really having to think about balance. But just keep breathing through that as you circle. Good. Good. Just 10 more seconds here, and then we're going to reverse the direction of those circles. You just look down slightly. Keep moving through the hip. Another 3, 2, 1, and then reverse the direction of those circles. Circle through the hip. Good, keep breathing through it. 30 more seconds. Okay, we're gonna stretch it out after this. So think about a stretch is coming. Keep going. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take those props away for just right now. Take the props away. No props needed. Find a plank line. The right leg that was just holding the weight is going to step all the way forward. Step it forward. Take a little push up down. So we have that right leg forward. We're gonna push up, down, step it back, and push up. Step it forward. Good, push up, step it back. Push up. Keep alternating between the leg coming forward and the leg coming back. Now, if you need to, you could just keep that right leg forward instead of stepping forward and back. We have 10 more seconds here. Good. One more time. All the way through. And then bring those knees back down to the surface and just round and arc. Moving through your cat-cow, resetting anything as needed. Make it feel good, loosen up. Good, 3 more deep breaths here. And then curl your toes, take it all the way back into a downward facing dog. Walk your dog, take your time. Take your time, breathe through this. We're not quite done with that right leg yet. We're gonna take a few 3-legged dogs, and then we're gonna have a pigeon pose, and then we'll do our other side. Good, keep breathing. Another 2 more deep breaths. And then when you're ready, put all of the weight onto your left side. Extend your right leg nice and high. And just pulse it up as you breathe through it. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring this right, you might need to walk your hands up a little bit. Bring that right leg all the way up. Maybe you want a block here. You could put a block under your right hip. Make sure this right leg is nice and high position. Get comfortable. And we're gonna really just stretch it out here. Take that back left leg. Walk it all the way back behind you, maybe even over to the right side, the side of the bent knee. Breathe through this. And point your toe on that left side if it feels good. And at your own comfort level, start lowering down. Use a block if you need to help. You can put your forehead onto the block. You could maybe move the block away and just rest your head onto the mat. Good, 5 more deep breaths here. And then we're gonna go into our other side. And on your exhalation, slowly start coming out the same way that you came in. Start finding your tabletop position. And then we're going to bring the ring and the weight. This time the weight goes behind your left knee. Make sure it's your other side. And the ring is on your right hand. You curl your toe on the right side for stability, if that feels good. And we're just pulsing down onto that ring. As your leg comes up. Good. Keep going, another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're shifting the ring over to our left side. So it's gonna be the same side as that bent knee. And your right forearm can come all the way down onto the ground. So we have that ring out to the side. On our same side is the weight side. And then start circling. Circle through the hip. Try to keep that ring in line with your shoulder. And it's going to naturally, you're just gonna pulse it in as you circle through the hip. Good, we have 20 more seconds this direction, and then we're just gonna reverse the direction of that hip circle. Good, and then reverse that direction of your circle through the hip as soon as you're ready. Keep breathing, move through this. Good. We have 10 more seconds here. Good, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take those props out of the way. Come back into that tabletop position. Press into that down dog. Walk your dog a few times. Tucking that chin into your chest. Good, and then when you're ready, put all of the weight onto your right side, extending the left leg up. whatever leg the weight was on, and just pulse it up. Breathe through it. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and thread it all the way up. If you need to walk your hands up slightly, start finding your pigeon pose. And just stretch it out. Breathe through this. I know we have to do the planks. We'll do the planks also. We're gonna do the pigeon first this time. So whenever you're ready, you can just start lowering down at your own comfort level. Trying to shift in toward the midline of your body. Breathing, resting your forehead onto a block or the mat. Good, 2 more deep breaths here. On your exhalation, start bringing your hands back under your shoulders. Curl your toe behind you, should be right toe. And then lift your hips up. See if you can take that left foot and just step it right to the side. Bend those elbows, lower down. Take it back into a plank line. And take your push up. Push up. Step it up. Push up with the foot in front. Plank line. Push up. Good. Keep alternating the foot up. Push up. The foot back. Push up. 30 more seconds. Alternate just that left side up and back. If you wanted to, you could just keep the left foot up and take your push up. If it's too much to take the push up in that plank line. And remember, you could always lower your knees down if you need to. Let's go about 2 more of these all the way through. Good. And then just lower your knees down onto the mat. Press your hands back in a nice extended arm child's pose. Try to bring your ring with you. So just start into that extended arm child's pose. Widen your knees. The ring's there around you, but we're not using it just yet. And walk it over to one side. Press into the ground with the option to take the hand that's on the inside and stack it on the outside hand. And walk it all the way over to the other side. Again, with the option to take the hand that's on the inside and stack it on the outside hand. And bring it all the way back to center. Find that ring that's near you. You could also use a ball. And we're staying in this child pose position, especially with the lower body. You're stacking your hands on that ring. Reach it nice and far out. And then just use your whole body to press that ring down. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Release through the inner thighs, through the hips. Press. Good. Squeeze that whole torso. Try to bring the chin into the chest as you press. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk the ring over to one side. We're gonna do both sides, so just whatever side you naturally wanna go to. And go into that, pressing it down. Take a few seconds, a few moments to adjust it so you can feel nice and long through your limbs as you press. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now walk it all the way over to the other side. You're still staying nice and wide through the knees, through the inner thighs. And just tiptoe as far as you can with your arms staying long. Good. And pulse. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. Find your lighter weights along the way, and then start shifting your weight back so that those legs can come right out in front of you. And we have the lighter weights with just one leg. I'm gonna go with my right leg out to the side. Left leg is tucked in with my knee bent. If you needed to, you could put a block under that bent knee for support, unless it's comfortable for you to keep your knee bent. Take those weights. Inhale, reach it all the way up. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach toward your long leg. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, reach toward that long leg. Now see if you can start adding a little bit of a twist motion. Twist open toward the bent knee. Exhale down toward that long leg. Good, just keep moving with that breath. Exhaling down. Inhaling up with a little bit of a twist if you can. 5 more breaths. Exhaling down. Inhaling up for 5. 4. Good. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Now drop one of your weights and get your ring. So we just have a 1 ring, 1 weight. We're taking whatever leg is long, that same arm, place it onto your ring just straight out in front of you. The other arm is gonna hold onto a weight, and then squeeze your weight or your ring down as your weight goes to the long leg and up. Down and up. So we have a little bit of a twist here. You can take that ring as far over to the bent knee side as you want. Exhaling down. Inhaling to bring you up. Good. Just move with the breath. It should feel really good for you. Nice deep stretch here. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. 5 more breaths. Exhale down. Inhale up for 5. Good. 4. Almost there. 3. 2. 1 more. And 1. Good. Nice stretch. Move your head around if it feels good. Now we're just going to go to the other side, extending the other leg that was bent. Now we're going to lengthen that. I'm Remember, you could put a block under this bent knee if you wanted to, if it feels comfortable. All right, grab those lighter weights. If you don't have weights, it's okay. You can still do this without weights. Inhaling, reaching up, lowering down, and then bringing up toward that bent knee side. So we're gonna exhale down toward that long leg. Inhale up toward the bent knee. Exhale down. Inhale up, good. Down. And up, 5 more. 5. Good, 4. 3. 2, last one. And 1, now we just are gonna drop one of those weights whenever you're ready. We're taking the ring right out in front of us. Okay, and then we have our arm up and we're reaching down, looking up to the side. Reach down and up. That ring is straight out in front of us. Over to the side and up. Good. 5 more deep breaths. Good. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Go ahead and remove all of those props out of the way. Take both legs out nice and wide and nice straddle split. Wiggle those knees, move your head around, and then I just want you to reach all the way toward your feet as far as you comfortably can. If you wanted to, you could put a block under your forehead. Remember, there's different heights to the block. We're gonna take about 10 deep breaths here. Just relaxing into this, feeling a nice stretch through the legs, through the arms, good. Resting that forehead. Keep breathing, 4 more deep breaths. And on your exhalation, start walking yourself up those legs. Find a nice, comfortable seated position. Inhaling, reaching your arms all the way up. Take your hands, interlace the fingers, take them behind your head, and then just lean back, open up through the chest, through the neck. This is something you could do in your chair while you're sitting. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, look one direction and just twist. When you're ready to inhale, lean your head back, but stay twisted. And on your exhalation, slowly unwind all the way over to the other direction. Keep exhaling. When you're ready to inhale, lean back into those arms, deep breath in. Exhale, wind it back to center. And then on the inhalation, reach your arms back up, stretch even your fingers, deep breath in. Exhale, bring your palms together into your heart center. And namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you